Welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself, Sucheta Rajesh Iyer. In this channel, a few of my views on various topics are presented. So let's get started. Hello all. In this video, we are going to learn about the important concepts of national income. Well, the important concepts here are the gross domestic product, net domestic product, gross national product, net national product, and per capita income. But before going on further, let's see what national income is in short. Well, national income is the sum total of income obtained from the contribution of the four factors of production, which are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurs in the national production is known as national income. Well, the contribution obtained from the four factors of production means from land what do we get? We get rent. From labor we get wages. From capital we get interest, and from an entrepreneur we get profit. So when we combine all these things of rent, wages, interest, and profit, we get national income. Well, after seeing national income, let's understand its various concepts. Well, gross domestic product, market value of goods and services produced by citizens of a country and the foreign citizens in the country within a country's limit in a given period of time, that is a financial year, is known as gross domestic product. Here, whatever is the production of the country inside the country, for instance talking about India, when the citizens inside India and even the foreign citizens in India, foreigners who have citizenship in other countries, they produce any kind of income in India, then the total of all these things is to be considered as gross domestic product. Here, if a country is having crude oil as from its natural resources, then the production of crude oil is also the gross domestic product. And one thing has to be kept in mind is here the boundaries, the country's limits has to be taken into consideration, and not the citizenship. Here even the foreign citizens also produce, even the Indian citizens also produce inside the country. Now this GDP is useful for economical comparison of the countries. Now talking about net domestic product, here when the factors of productions are used for getting product, they get worn out as the time goes on. As they become old, the value of the factors of production, they also reduce. For instance, we are using a motorcycle for 10 years. The way the motorcycle was being used the first year when it was bought, and now it is different. So the value of motorcycle reduces. So when you say resell it after 10 years, the value decreases. So the value reduction is known as depreciation. So in a year's time, during the process of production, depreciation occurs on all the factors of production. So when we reduce this depreciation from gross domestic product, we get net domestic product. So net domestic product is nothing other than GDP minus depreciation. Now, gross national product, the monetary value of goods and services produced by citizens of the country whose production value of previous year is not taken into consideration over here. Only the monetary value of goods and services produced by the citizens of a country in a financial year is called gross national product of the country. Here the value, the GNP the value of production is done in for the current year is considered, and not that of the previous year. Here the income of citizens living in foreign countries is added, and the income of foreign citizens living in the country are deducted. It means if the Indian citizens are working in Dubai, like it is a foreign country, so whatever production they do in that country is to be considered over here, and the citizens of other country producing income in our country, for instance India, if they are producing any kind of income in India, then that has to be deducted because they are foreign citizens, and the citizens of our country, Indian citizens, whatever they produce in foreign countries, that has to be added. So the formula for GNP is GDP plus total income from foreign countries minus total payment to foreign countries. See here, the total payment to foreign countries is reduced because GDP includes the income of foreigners producing foreign citizens in India. So whatever the production they do in India is added in GDP. So it has to be reduced for GNP. So that is why total payment to foreign countries is written, and the production in other countries by our own citizens is not considered in GDP. So it has to be added. That is why the total income from foreign countries is added and the payment to foreign countries is reduced. So that gives us GNP. So here it is used to measure the economic growth. It takes into account the income and taxes of domestic citizens, means inside and outside the country. Next is the net national product. Here again depreciation is coming into action. Here after deducting depreciation from the gross national product, we get net national product. Well, after deducting depreciation from the monetary value of goods and services produced by the citizens of a country is called the net national product. In GNP, we have seen only the citizens' production has to be considered, may that be in India or even outside India. So here, after considering all the production inside and outside India, we are reducing the depreciation from it. Here also, the current year's production value is to be considered and not the previous year. So the formula is GNP minus depreciation is equals to NNP. Now moving on further, the per capita income. Well, the per capita income is the average income per individual in a country, which means if there are suppose if there are 60,000 crores of people in a country and the population of the country is 2 crores, then the per capita income, which is each and every person in that country, means the 200 crore people, each and every person will get 30,000 rupees for a year, and that is the per capita income. See, the formula here is the gross national income divided by the total population. Fine. So per capita income means each and every person in the country gets what amount from the national income, that is per capita income. Well, it is calculated with measurement of national income at the price of current year, and it is known as current price per capita income. And when it is calculated at the price of base year, means previous year, it is known as fixed price per capita income. See here the calculation of income per capita. Here it is given in dollars and individuals 15 and above the age. So this is not of India. So it is just for example. Let's see. the total income of individuals 15 and older in a specific area divided by the total population in that specific area. Here, the red, orange, yellow, green, and blue, these are five individuals living in a particular area, and their incomes is 25, 10, 10, 16, 21 dollars respectively, $1,000 respectively. So the total comes to $82,000 divided by the five individuals. So 5 will be there for total population. So 82,000 divided by 5 is equals to 16,400. So per person means each of these red, orange, yellow, green, and blue people will get $16,400 individually at the end of a year. That is the per capita income. So friends, if you've liked my video about this concept, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.